Morning everyone, this is clip 353. This is an event not happening for probability. So the first thing to remember is all probabilities of all events, the probabilities will add up to 1. So a really basic example, if you throw a dice, there's 6 possibilities. The probability of getting each one is a 6th. You add 6 lots of a 6th, so 6 times a 6, that would equal a whole. So when you're given a question, the key thing you've got to remember is that everything adds up to 1. So if you're given a probability, then to find it not happening, you take it away from 1. So they all add up to 1. Okay, so first question, if probability of an event happening is 4/13, well, 1 whole is the same as 13/13. So to get the probability of it not happening, you take 1 or 13/13 and take your probability away. Right, remember when you're doing add or subtract and the denominator is the same, you just need to take away or add the numerators. So 13 take away 4 is 9. So the probability of it not happening is 9/13. Right, the rest of the ones on the clip from about question 6 onwards have got letters involved in them. The first one here has got P instead. Treat it exactly the same. So the probability that Bridget was in a raffle is given by the expression P. Write down an expression for the probability that she does not win. So there's the key thing. She wins is P. So the probability that she's a win is P. So what's the probability of not win? Well, remember again, there's only 2 possibilities. You can either win or you can not win. So therefore, these 2 probabilities add up to 1. So to get not win, it'll be 1 minus P. That's a fairly straightforward question. Okay, next one. So the probability of Gavin winning is O over P. It's just an expression. So probability that wins is O over P. And it asks for give probability of not winning as a combined single fraction. Well, let's do this first bit, not winning. So if that's win, then not win will be 1 minus O over P. So that will be acceptable as an answer, but it's asking as a single fraction. So you've got a denominator as P. So how do you make this 1 as a denominator of P? So we know 1 is the same as, if we're using P's, P over P. So we've also got P over P minus O over P. Right, same thing as right up here with 13s. If the numbers on the bottom are the same or the letters the same, you take away the top. So P minus O over P. And that's your final answer as a combined single fraction. And finally, a little bit more complicated. Probability of Paul winning is n over n plus 6. So probability of not winning, yeah, you've got it, 1 minus n over n plus 6. But this time they want it again as a combined single fraction. So denominator on this one has to be the same as this one. So n plus 6 over n plus 6 is the same as 1 because it's the same thing top and bottom. Anything divided by itself is 1 minus, and then that's the fraction we've just got. So how do you do that? Well, the denominator stays the same. That's the rules of fractions when you add or subtract. And the top, n plus 6 minus n. Well, n minus n is 0, and then you've just got a 6 on its own. So 6 over n plus 6. Okay, if you're still struggling, try looking at the Mr. Hegarty clip.